In 2023, harnessing the power of social media has become the most accessible and cost-effective way to growing your brand and elevating your income. Hey guys, I'm Perry. Welcome to the first episode on this channel. I have been doing social media on Instagram and YouTube for the past 2 years, and over that time, I have amassed over 80,000 followers, and I average 2 to 3 million people reached a month. What's more, I've actually been able to monetize both of these accounts, allowing me to have a 5-figure plus income for the past 6 months. In this video, I'm actually going to unveil the precise steps to achieving this exact same level of success that I have on social media, just in a fraction of the time. Let's get into the video. So number one, this is the thing that you've probably heard the most, but nobody really gives any actionable steps on achieving, this goal. So what is it? Obviously, it's choosing your niche. There are so many thousands, even millions of niches out there. How on earth are you going to choose a niche that's going to sustain you in growth, be scalable, and allow you to actually produce income at some point off social media, and especially long term? Well, today I'm going to introduce to you an idea from one of the most profound books I have ever read in my life called The Art of the Impossible by Stephen Kotler. And in this book, Stephen talks about a recipe for success that is defining your passion through writing down 25 of your interests. Now, it starts really general and it kind of specializes down, and I have an entire process for you guys to go through. So let's go over to the screen and actually talk about that. So obviously, number one, niche. If we go to the next slide, we're going to brainstorm. We're going to start by brainstorming 25 of our interests, hobbies, passions, anything that you could see yourself doing for the next decade. This is really important. Make sure it's a very long-term interest and not just something that you're hyped about right now. Now that you're thinking about it, pause the video, get a sheet of paper out and a pen, write it down. Write down all 25. Pause the video, and then once you've done that, come back and we'll continue the exercise. Moving on. From there, what we want to do is actually pinpoint 5 to 10 of these interests or hobbies or whatever else and narrow it down and cross off everything else on the list. So if you could only choose 5 to 10 for the rest of your life, which would they be? And cross everything else out. And now that we've done that, we're actually going to find where these interests intersect, and then the intersection of these interests is going to be our niche. So to give you guys an example, because that does sound kind of complicated, here are 6 of my main interests. And as you guys can see, 5 of them actually intersect at several different points in several different businesses. Just some basic ideas. We have marketing agency, blog about social media growth, social media influencer agency, video editing company, social media marketing, and copywriting agency. This last one encompasses actually all of the interests. So, and to give you guys a little bit further of an example, here we have the trading interest, video editing and entrepreneurship, and then we could actually intersect those for a trading YouTube channel, advertising agency for YouTube companies, or trading Instagram with motivation style editing. Once you guys have found the intersection of these interests, this is going to be your niche, and then this is what you are going to base all of your social media platforms off of. And this is the best process that I have found for defining your niche, because one of these intersections is actually allowing you to pursue several interests at the exact same time, and then that will drive you through and allow you to be disciplined and stick with things long term. Next up, we're going to choose a platform. There are a lot of different platforms to choose from, and a lot of the time it really depends on the demographic of people that you are looking to attract, the type of customer that you are looking to attract. So for instance, to give you guys an example, if you are going into the finance niche and you are providing a course or value on investing strategies, it doesn't make any sense for you to go over and post on Pinterest. It would make a lot more sense for you to post on Instagram, as there is a wider audience and a better place for you to showcase your product. If you were selling cookies, it would make sense to post on Pinterest and maybe not on YouTube. So if we look at the different social media platforms, we have Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Pinterest. I have the most experience with these main 3 here, and I have found them to be generally the best for growing basically any product. Instagram and Facebook are what I recommend to basically everybody, as you can post to both of them at the same time with the Meta Business Suite. And generally, if one is doing good, so is the other. Up next, we're going to go into Posting 101. And this is going to mainly apply to the Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube side of things. If you're looking at other platforms, you may need to adjust the strategy just a little bit. So while I'm not really an expert on either of the YouTube or Instagram algorithms, what I do know is that consistency with a little bit of quality always wins. So with that being said, what I do is I maintain a strict schedule of posting 1 reel every single day with 3 to 4 stories a day, and then a couple of other carousel posts sprinkled in between. So here's an example of what my exact schedule looks like for posting on my Instagram. I know it looks like a lot, but what I really need to emphasize to you guys right now is that though you are making a big commitment for Instagram to want to invest into you, you have to commit to them. For Instagram to commit to you, you have to commit to them. What I've learned from these algorithms is that at first you are not rewarded because it's looking for you to actually have that commitment to the platform. They're obviously not going to reward you if you're going to post once. They're going to reward you if you're posting, 20, 30 times and you're consistently getting engagement and providing proper value to your niche. What I'm actually going to do for you guys right now is I have a free Notion template linked down below. This is my exact Notion template that I have used for the past 2 years to grow my account to 77,000 followers on Instagram. You guys can download it. It's free, super easy to use, and I really think it'll help you guys out. Creatives. So what exactly are you supposed to post on these platforms? This is by far the most challenging process, but I'm gonna give you guys a couple of actionable steps that I think will really make it easy. So I'm gonna give Instagram as an example, as I am most familiar with this platform. Whenever you make your Instagram account and set up your account and everything else that you need to set up, what I want you guys to do is go into your niche and look for the top 20 to 30 accounts in that niche. The most amount of followers, likes, engagement, whatever. Follow all 20 to 30 of them. Make sure you start consistently commenting on all of their posts. Past that, what are we looking to gain from following these people? Well, what I want you to do on every single one of these accounts is look at all of their content from the past 30 days, and then I want you to write down their top 5 performing pieces of content from the past 30 days. So reels, posts, you're looking for the most amount of views and the most amount of likes. I want you to write all that down into a spreadsheet. By the end of it, you should have 100 to 150 different posts written down. And now you have basically endless content that you know is effective right now. I'm not saying exactly to copy exactly what they're doing and exactly what they're saying, but it might be beneficial for you to emulate their hooks and value, but just in your own style. Following this research, what I want you to do is write down 5 of your main dream goals in the niche and then 5 of your main pain points in the niche. And I really want this to be personal. And I'll give you guys an example. If you're going into, say, the marketing niche, an example of a dream goal would be obviously making $50,000 a month. And then a main pain point would be, I can't book enough clients, right? So just personal goals, personal dreams, and then personal issues that you would have with that niche. Once you've written down 5 of each, you're going to base every single piece of your content off of one of these dreams or pain points. Everything should relate back to one of these. This is going to allow your audience to connect to you better, and even better if you relate all of your pieces of content back to one of these, and then you provide the value for the solution to either the problem or getting to the dream. Then they're really going to be happy. They're really going to want to follow you as you are acting as the hero. They're going to look up to you, and then they're going to trust basically everything that you say. Therefore, they're going to want to follow you. That basically concludes the 4-step process for growing on social media. I hope you've found these insights really valuable. I've spent 2 years gathering all of this information and thousands of hours amassing followers and just learning all of the algorithms. Over the following months, I'm going to be revealing a lot more industry secrets across these social media platforms on my YouTube. So if you guys like this and want to see more, then make sure you hit that subscribe and like button. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.